Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for today's webinar. My name's Holly and I'm going to be running the webinar today on how to enhance your listing presentation using Sutton Present. Before we get started, just a quick reminder that this webinar is being recorded, so you will be able to view it again in the future if you need. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, you can use the chat box. We'll try to answer a few questions if we can. Otherwise, we'll be replying back to you by email. And if you have any questions after the webinar or any suggestions for future webinar topics, you can email us at support@sutton.com. Right, so just before we begin, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what we'll be covering today. So to start out, I'll be explaining to you what Sutton Present is and what the benefits of using it are. I'll then be showing you how to create a listing presentation using the tool, and I'll include a few tips and tricks in there. And finally, I'll be going over a few different additional resources that you can use when creating your listing presentation. All right, so let's jump right into it here. So enhancing your listing presentation with Sutton Present. So what is Sutton Present? Sutton Present is simple. Complete a profile and your presentation will be automatically generated and saved online. Once your basic profile is created, making a custom listing presentation is quick and easy. Some of the benefits of using Sutton Present. The first one is Sutton branding. So like all marketing material, listing presentations are a reflection of your brand. With Sutton Present, the Sutton brand is consistent throughout. It's also great that this is already done for you, so you don't have to worry about putting your brand throughout your presentation, so doing things like downloading logos, resizing things. All that hard work is already done for you. The next benefit here is that it is an online system. So presentations are automatically saved online for you. This means that you can access your presentation from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. So there's no need to carry around a USB stick or worry about documents saving onto your computer properly. Everything is on the cloud online, so there's no need to worry about that. The next benefit here is that it's very time efficient. So for two different reasons here. One reason is our profile autofill feature. So once you complete your profile information will automatically be filled into your presentations. And you only need to complete the profile one time, and then for any new presentation you create, it'll automatically be filled in. Of course, you do always, however, have the option to update your profile if you need to do that at any time. And the last benefit here is it is a free system, so it's free throughout Homebase, one of our apps in there. So take advantage of that, the free tools that Sutton has to offer. The last benefit that I didn't include on here, but I just wanted to mention quickly because it is a feature that will be coming soon. Our Homebase techs are actually currently working on a sharing feature for Sutton Present, so that will allow agents to easily share presentations by email or social media. Yes, because that feature isn't available at this time, but as I mentioned before, I'll be going over a few different additional resources you can use. So if you need to download and email your presentation, I'll show you a few different things you can use for that later on in the webinar. All right, so now I'm going to move into the live demonstration of how you can create your presentation. Okay, so to create your presentation in Sutton Present, you're first going to need to log into your Homebase account. So we're just going to go to homebase.sutton.com in our internet browser, and then you log in using your Sutton email as your username and your password. If you don't know your password, we do have a forgot password link on the login page there, so you can just click that for password recovery if needed. And then once we're on the Homebase dashboard here, where we're going to go to is the Apps and Tools tab just up on the top right side here. Click that, and within the apps we're going to find Sutton Present and click there. Perfect, so now we're in Sutton Present here. So once you're in there, you'll find two different sections. You'll find presentations, and this is where you'll find all of your old saved presentations, as well as where you can create a new presentation. The second section you'll find is your profile, which has all of your personal information. And this is the thing that you want to do before you start creating a new presentation, is update your profile. So I'll show you how to do that here. So just on the top right side of the page here, you'll see your name with a little arrow next to it. Just going to click there and click Update Profile. So some of this information, such as your contact details, will be pulled directly from your profile in Homebase. However, I definitely recommend taking the time to go through each part just to ensure that everything is filled out correctly. And just a reminder that you do only need to take the time to do this once, and then all of this information will be saved and it'll be automatically input into any new presentations you create. So if you just take the time once to make sure that everything's correct, then you'll be set to go for any new presentations as well. All right, so I'm just going to quickly go through each section in the profile here. So we have personal details, so including name, contact details, personal website. There's also a few different things down here, such as interests, areas serviced, charitable organizations, your tagline, and a photo. This will pull your photo from your Homebase profile. So if you want to update that, you'll most likely need to update it in Homebase first, and then you'll see your new picture here as well. So this part is already filled in a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit of information here, just so you can see. So let's just say that. And if you don't want to fill in some of these things, don't worry, it's not going to show up as blank. It'll just remove it from the presentation, so it won't look bad on your part. If you have a great tagline that you want to add here, you can go ahead and do so. Once you've completed the personal details, you can go ahead and save. And that page will be saved. The next section here is resume. So I filled in just a few examples here already for you, just to see. But if you wanted to add more education here, just click Add Education. Here you can enter the school, the concentration, as well as the date of graduation. And the same thing for employment. So if you want to add employment, you can add your company, job title, start and finish dates, and so on. If you want to remove anything from the section, you can do that as well. Just click Remove. There it goes. And once you've completed your resume section here, you want to click Save one more time. And we can move on to the next section. So achievements we have here. So we have Sutton Awards. So you can add any awards that you've won from Sutton, either sales awards or 10-year awards. So we'll show you an example here, year 2010, and you'll see the different awards available. So let's say Executive Award. And again, if you need to remove anything, you can do so as well. You can also show your total transactions here. I don't know why there's a 5 there. And you can do total transaction sales to add to your profile. And again, click Save. The next section we have here is testimonials. So here's an area where you can add testimonials from previous clients. This is great to add to show to potential clients, of course. So again, add testimonial. You can type in the testimonial itself or copy and paste from if you have them somewhere else already. And just the reference name as well. Don't forget to include that. And click Save. There we go. The next section we have here is Office. So this will most likely already be filled out from your profile on Homebase. So it should have your office information, so office name, phone number, street address. If you have an office website, if it doesn't pull, you can add it there as well. And then again, once you've completed that, just click Save. This last section here is recruiting. So you don't need to fill this out if you're just creating a listing presentation. This area can be used for brokers and offices if they want to create recruiting presentations within Sutton Present. So that's another area that they can fill in as well. Right, so once you're happy with your profile and you've completed everything, we can go ahead to create a presentation. So I'm just going to go back up to the top right-hand corner of the page here and click on the Presentations tab. And again, this is where you can click to create a new presentation, or you'll also see all of your old saved presentations here. And with your saved presentations, you do have the option to delete them if you no longer need them, or you can also edit them as well. So I'm going to show you how to create a new presentation with all these 6 steps here. So just for time-saving sake here, I did start creating a presentation already. So this looks exactly how the create new presentation would look. I've just already filled in a few details, so I'm just going to edit this one just so that we don't go on for too long here. All right, so once you're ready to create the presentation, you'll have to fill out these 6 different sections here. The last one, custom slides, being optional. If you don't want to add any custom slides, you don't need to do so. It just, again, it won't show anything blank in the presentation. It just will remove that section entirely, so it won't look like you're missing anything, so no need to worry about that. All right, so we'll start out with the first section here of location. So this is where you're going to enter the location of the property you're hoping to list. So street number, city, province, postal code. Filled this in already. And we're going to click next, and we'll go to section 2, which is the property details. So here you can enter details about the property you're hoping to list. So things such as number of bedrooms, bathrooms, number of fireplaces, square footage, recent tax assessments, tax years, all that kind of information. Once you're happy with that, we're going to go ahead and click next. This next section is for photos. So you can upload photos of the property that you're hoping to list. So I've uploaded a few in here. I'll upload a couple more so you can see how to do it. It's super simple. All you have to do is click on this little box here of upload photo. And I'm just going to go into my documents to see what pictures I have. Let's add a bathroom picture. Click open, and there it pops up. And let's do one more here so you can see that again. So just click upload photo. Find the photo you want to upload in your documents or whichever file you have them saved in. Click on it and click open. There we go. And you can upload a number of different photos in here, so you're not limited to how many you can upload. Now a quick tip here that I wanted to go over about the photos is just make sure that you are using high quality photos. Of course, this does reflect on how you will list and market the potential client's property. And photography is so important. So don't just throw in some random photos that aren't the best quality, because of course that's not going to impress your potential clients. This is a very important aspect to them, so definitely keep that in mind when you're uploading photos into your presentation. Once you're happy with the photos that you have in there, we're going to again go next. And we're on to section 4, which is comparables. So comparable property listings. You can add a number of listings in here that you want to showcase as comparable properties to the listing you're presenting. So it's going to be basically the exact same information that you filled in for number 1, 2, and 3 combined, but for a comparable property. So you'll have the location, so street, city, and so on. Property details again, so number of bedrooms, baths, so on. And finances as well. So for this section, you can upload listings. I'll show you here. You can upload sold, active, expired, or withdrawn listings. So depending on what you select, you'll be able to fill in more information. For example, if it's an active listing, you'll just show the listing price and the listing date, show that it's active. If it's already a sold listing, you can then show the sale price and the sale date. And then again, you can upload photos of that property as well. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to add them in there for comparison, that's a great thing to have as well. If you want to go ahead and add another listing, you can do so. Or if you say you just want one and you want to remove that one, just click remove this listing. Now there is a quick tip that I wanted to just mention about comparable property listings. So it's not really within Sutton Present, but it's something that you could totally include in your listing presentation. I just found this online within some research, and I thought that it was a really great idea. So something that you can do with comparable listings is actually create a map of your previous listings. So to do this, all you have to do is export your listings and sales activity from your MLS into an Excel spreadsheet. And then from there, you can actually import that sheet into Google Maps. And what that will do is it'll create a map of all your sold listings. So that's really great because it gives a clear visual of all your previous sales and listing properties. So it's really great because I'm sure clients would love to kind of see that rather than just see the listing price and so on, which of course is useful. But if you want to go just a step ahead and show them a map of all your previous listings, that's a great thing to add as well. All right, so once you're happy with these listings, we can go ahead and click Next again. And finally, we've moved on to the listing price. So here's where you can enter the suggested listing price for the property and click Next. And this final section here of number 6 is custom slides. So this is where you can add custom slides to the marketing section of your presentation. So it'll fall in the presentation, there is a marketing section which shows Sutton marketing materials, such as our website and so on. If you want to include more personal marketing materials, I definitely recommend adding custom slides here. All you have to do is click Add Custom Slide. There's 4 different templates that you can use if you want to just show an image with text, or just text. Just click on the template. You can then upload a photo and include text and then save custom slide. And you can add a number of different custom slides. You don't just need to add one. So if you have a few different things that you want to add to really customize your presentation, definitely recommend doing that. It's a really great section to promote your personal marketing materials. So this is a great section. This is a great section to promote your personal marketing materials, as mentioned. So you can include things like photos of your website, your social media, any other marketing materials that you might want to show off to potential clients that you think will really make you stand out. Definitely recommend adding them in here. So again, once you've added your custom slides, you'll just need to click Save Custom Slide. I'm not going to add one in there, so we'll just cancel that. And once you have completed all of the 6 steps here, you're just going to want to click Save, and your presentation will appear in your saved presentations here. All right, so when your presentation is complete and you've returned back to the home page, this is where you can edit, delete, or view your presentation. So I'm going to show you this presentation just really quickly, just so you can get an idea of kind of what they look like. So I'll just click through a few of the slides. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, just again for time's sake here. So here you have your arrow where you can click through. You can also use the arrows on your keypad as well if you'd rather do that. So again, hopefully your presentations will look a little more complete than mine here. Again, we just filled in most basic stuff for time's sake here. Here just gives you an idea, the property details, the photos that we added, and so forth. Here's the marketing plan, as I mentioned. This is what includes the Sutton marketing material. So our website, app, feature sheets, and so forth. And then again, your marketing material, if you add custom slides, will be shown right after this slide here, so within the marketing plan. And if you don't include that part, again, it won't show up blank. It'll just completely take that section out. So if you don't want to add that, you don't need to, but again, I would really recommend doing that. All right, so there's just kind of an idea of what the slides will look like, how the presentation looks. With the Sutton branding, everything flows really nicely. The design is great. Another perk of using Sutton Present is all this design is done for you. You really just have to input your information, your listing information, and everything's done. So you don't have to worry about going through and designing or creating PowerPoint slides and so on. So that's a great perk as well. All right, so now that we're done with going over how to create a listing presentation in Sutton Present, I also wanted to include a few different resources for creating listing presentations. So especially if you want to be able to send a presentation by email or if you need to download slides or so forth, again, we do have that sharing feature coming soon for Sutton Present, but not yet at this time. So we do have a few other options here though. One is available in our Brandon Resource Center. So I'll just go back actually to show you how to get there. So if we go back to Homebase, the Homebase dashboard, and we're in the Apps and Tools section here, this is where you'll find our Brandon Resource Center. And within the Brandon Resource Center, along with marketing materials, we do have a listing presentation template, which I have open here. So the legacy listing presentation, and this is available in PowerPoint format. So you can download this and then edit this template if you want to create your presentation in PowerPoint. That's another great option because again, this presentation as well already has Sutton branding throughout. All the logos and everything are already in there, so you don't need to worry about doing that work and adding those in. The next resource that I wanted to mention is outside of Sutton. So this one is Canva, so canva.com. We've recommended this website before if you watched our feature sheet webinar, the 5-minute feature sheet webinar. We went through some templates that you can use through Canva. And Canva is great because they have so many templates for so many different marketing materials such as feature sheets, postcards. They also have listing presentation templates, and it is all free to use, so that's great. So if you look here, there's a few different templates available. They have a number of different ones. And all of these are totally customizable. They're really easy to edit. You just have to click to add text. You can drag and drop photos in. And then you can also customize colors, fonts, so you can really make it your own if you want to kind of start off from scratch a bit more and really customize your own presentation. This is a great way to go as well. Another presentation template here is available through Dotloop, so dotloop.com in their resource center. So it's their listing presentation. You can download the presentation template here for free. And it comes in 2 different file types. So it's in PDF if you want to create it in a PDF and edit it there. And it also is available through PowerPoint if you'd rather do that. So I downloaded it in PowerPoint here just to give you an idea of what it looks like. You see on the side here. So you basically just need to fill in information again as well. You can edit anything you need to if you want to change the color. If you want to do maybe red for Sutton rather than blue, you can change all of that as well. It's totally customizable. It just kind of gives you a base to start out your presentation rather than creating whole new slides in PowerPoint, because that, we all know, can take up quite a bit of time, unfortunately. All right, so that's the last template that I wanted to show you there. The other thing about this one is they do have, if we scroll down a little bit, a few tips and tricks on their blog here to keep in mind when giving your listing presentation. So that's a great thing to look over as well, just to help you with presentation skills and so forth. All right, so that's actually everything that I wanted to go through today with you. Hope everything was clear. Again, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to email us just at support@sutton.com. And again, if you have any recommendations for future webinar tips, or webinar topics, if you have anything that you really want to see a webinar on, definitely let us know. We're looking for new topic ideas all the time, and if you want to see something in particular, let us know and we'd be happy to do that for you. So again, just email us at support@sutton.com and we'd be happy to hear from you. Any questions we'll be happy to answer as well. All right, so that ends everything for today's webinar. Thanks again so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll hope that you tune in for our next one as well. Thanks so much. Have a great day.